Hey, I'm Mindy Kinnis. This is the Daily Rage. Happy Friday to you all. This was certainly a wild week of trading. So let's take a look at a few of these markets and see if we can predict maybe what might happen next week. Okay, this one is the NASDAQ futures. We're looking at a daily time frame. And we came crashing down, a lot of red in there. I really love those particular days. But then we zoomed right on back up, only 1, 2, 3, 4 days, got ourselves out of the cloud, but ever so briefly, you can see just a little bit of wick on this one, fell back down like well into the cloud, and today worked on recovering. However, we did not make it above the cloud. So we do have 2 points of resistance to get through before we can talk about higher highs. We have to get through the cloud itself, and then this level of resistance, you can see it's not only from here, but also right in here. So that's going to be pretty strong. I think it can do it, no problem. We're not too far away from that. And as you guys know, the NASDAQ moves like crazy. I mean, look at the size of these candles recently, especially compared to back in here. So huge moves. I love that. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. This one is the Russell, and it had a pretty solid day in terms of almost meeting the ATR. The other ones that we're going to look at, not so much. So it's kind of holding its own up here, well above the cloud. Had 2 days of pullback, just like the NASDAQ, but these are its highs, so it's not too far off its all-time highs. So looking really solid. And as you guys know, I think this is way easier to trade than the NASDAQ. So if you're struggling on the NASDAQ, you might want to check out the Russell. And finally, this one is the Dow. This is what I've been trading a lot of recently. However, today it was pretty much weak sauce. You can see it only made it about halfway to its ATR, a very, very tiny range, basically just trying to decide, are we going to go up? Are we going to go down? Are we going to get stuck in consolidation? What is going to happen? That being said, again, similar to the Russell, it's well above the cloud, above the turning line and standard line, basically everything that counts. We have a nice little hook on that lagging line pointing up. So my hope is that next week we continue on higher. Now, these are all-time highs, so it's never just going to go up, 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 up forever. Decent pullback yesterday. Unfortunately, I missed it because I was sick, so I didn't get to trade that, and that would have been my favorite day to trade. I love going short. However, was able to make some profit today, even on this tiny little range. You just got to keep it tight. You got to keep it real fast and go with what the market gives you as opposed to trying to force something. I do want to give a little love to one of my newer trader funding companies. I started with Halcyon accounts after Wealth 365 this past round, and a couple of things that I just want to point out to you that I've really loved so far. One is this. It's called the Halcyon Edge, and it basically looks at your trades and tells you what's working and not working. So you can see that 10 a.m., 9 a.m., that's really, really great in terms of time for me to be trading. But over here, 12 p.m., 11 a.m., basically the later in the day that it gets. I mean, look at this, minus $974. Okay, no thanks. This one, minus 1,268. Not great. So it's like, Kinnis, you trade better earlier, so just stop after that. So it gives you your peak performance. It tells you when to avoid trading. It tells you what your best performing symbols are, so you can maybe focus and go with the ones that have been working. You can see I've been trading the Dow a lot more recently. Had a few trades in these other micros, but that was just early on. So I have found this really helpful. The other thing that I really love about Halcyon is there's no minimum time for your trade. So you can scalp to your heart's desire. A lot of funding companies say you have to wait at least 20 seconds in a trade. Otherwise, sometimes the trades don't count, or your scalps have to be a small percentage of your overall trades. With Halcyon, it doesn't matter. You can stay in a trade for 1 second, 2 seconds, whatever you want. And I really, really appreciate that. And I have a special gift for those of you that want to try out Halcyon as a new customer. For everybody, you can use the coupon code LUCRA, L-U-C-R-A, and get their best discount. For new customers, you can actually save an additional 10% on top of the coupon using that code LUCRA, LUCRA. The link and coupon code is down below if you'd like to check it out. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? As I've mentioned on recent videos, I've been trying out a bunch of different prop firms, and I've liked some of them. Those are the ones that I'm talking about. I really haven't liked others, and you won't hear me mention those because I didn't really have a great experience with them. So I'm always going to give you what's working best for me. Hope it helps toward your personal trading goals. And like I said, let me know how it's going in the comments. Have an awesome weekend. I'm Mindy Kinnis. Thanks so much for watching.